All right, I'm so excited because today I received my first Daily Harvest box order. If your Facebook ads are anything like mine, you've probably been seeing this in your feed. The idea is that they send you super healthy food frozen, a mix of smoothies, and you can choose bowls. And so I went in and edited my order, and today I'm here unboxing it. We're gonna see what is in this Daily Harvest box. Mine came late this afternoon, so it's been maybe about 4 or 5 hours since it arrived, and we're gonna see what we have in here. So they have forewarned me that this comes with dry ice, so I'm gonna be careful. Also with this knife, which it doesn't come with. That's my own knife. All right. Let's see what we've got. So let me show you a quick shot in here. So I have this cool insulation, and then I have this neat little, ooh, their packaging is really beautiful. It says good for you, Daily Harvest. This feels like the envelope to a bar or bat mitzvah invitation, does it not? Did you guys get enough of these to remember what those look like? Okay, so in here, oh my gosh, my 3-year-old would go crazy for these. There are stickers that will for sure be his. Oh no, they're magnets. This is so cool, you guys. My rap name is Smoothie. Namaste away from cupcakes. Hashtag freezer goals. Oh my gosh, these are too cute. Okay, so I got a little thing of magnets. You can expect to see some of those things on my new board over here. And then I have this note, kudos, you've chosen a daily dose of good. Place your freezer cups in the freezer ASAP and they'll be ready to blend, heat, or soak anytime. So there's a mix of different types of cups. And I'm gonna share with you guys my link, which will give you 3 free cups on your first order, which is what I did here. So I got 6 different cups in here and it cost me about $23. Normally it would be double that because I got half off. And I'll give you guys my link. So if you wanna try it out, you can also get 3 free in your first order. And I get 3 free as well. So use my link. All right, let's see. Oh, avocado, we're fresh out of one of the cups and swapped it with another favorite. So they left me a note telling me I didn't get all of the cups that I wanted. And for your guys' sake and for mine, just to give this a solid try, I picked a variety of different types of things so that we could see what they're like. And I'm also, as part of this review, going to be testing some of these with the 3-year-olds so you can get like a mom's real world family perspective on Daily Harvest cups. Just going back to price, since I got half off, I got 6 cups for about $24, I think, so they were about $4 a cup. Normally they're about $8 a cup. So that's not cheap, and it's not as expensive as you might pay at a smoothie place, so that's just something to consider in terms of price. So these are this is called Activated Breakfast, so this is really cool. These cups have lids with a straw spot on them that is going to be just perfect for my reusable metal straws that I love so much. So you can drink it straight out of this cup, which is kind of fun and especially great for morning breakfast on the go when you're either dropping kids off at school or giving them to your kids on the way to school. I love that. And it feels a little bit less wasteful than some of the other pre-prepared food delivery boxes because I know I'm going to use this, and that's pretty neat. So this is the chocolate protein plus almond, and they give you all the ingredients on the back. They mark the organic ones with an asterisk, and then they have instructions. So I'm going to fill this cup with my milk of choice, put the lid on the cup, soak overnight, and then stir it thoroughly. Oh, so this is an overnight oats. Sorry guys, I don't even know what I'm showing you here. This is an overnight oats. You can see that it's kind of like chunky in there with chia seeds and such. This is the chocolate protein plus almond. All right, let's see what else we've got in here. A cold brew plus almond smoothie. I'm really excited about this one. It has a banana and raw almonds and coffee and cacao, coconut oil, vanilla bean, Himalayan sea salt, and green coffee. This one's just for me. So we're gonna choose your liquid base. I have cashew milk in the fridge right now. Fill the cup to the top with liquid and then throw it all in the blender. So this is a similar cup with a straw spot. And you can't probably see all of this. I'll give you guys a better shot when I actually open these, but it comes with a little peel back lid, and then you fill the cup up and then you put that into your blender. That's pretty neat. And you get nutrition facts if you're interested. Interestingly to note is that half of a package is a serving, which seems sort of silly because it's not going to be good if I drink it the next day, and I'm not going to share it out of this cup. So that's something that I'm not really into, when they give you a single serving in a package and then they call it a double serving and you have to figure out what's what. That's just a little thing. But there's only 70 calories and 3.5 grams of fat in this, and I am certain that the smoothies that I make at home on the regular are more calorie dense and fat dense than that. So for me, I would feel totally comfortable having one full serving of this based on that nutritional and based on the size. Like if this is gonna be my breakfast, I'm drinking the whole thing. Carrot and chia. I think this must have been a substitute because I don't remember ordering this. This one has banana, carrots, dates, a bunch of other things. It's kind of like chai. So it's a carrot and chia smoothie, and it notes for you. So this is where I went wrong before. This says activated breakfast. I don't know what that means. That sounds like fancy marketing speak, but it's something that's not a smoothie because these ones say smoothie. Oh, so this is an overnight oats. I'm excited about this. This is cinnamon protein plus banana overnight oats, and they even have reishi mushrooms and pea protein in here. Someone was just asking me about pea protein, so that's kind of fun. And you can do this either cold or hot. So if you want it cold, you fill this with milk the night before and you keep it in the refrigerator. And if you want it hot, then you can do it on the stovetop or in the microwave for about 3 minutes in the morning, which is faster than oats from scratch would be. And there are like whole chickpeas in here. I guess I was expecting brown chickpeas. I don't know how I feel about that in my oats. I'm gonna have to tell you how this one goes. I just don't know. What's here? Blueberry and hemp smoothie. This one has kale. I wanna check this one. And hemp protein is what they're using in this one. I'm gonna check this one because I'm so curious what their kale looks like. You can't really see it. We're gonna have to check that one when it's all the way open. And cacao avocado smoothie. This is one that I really wanted. So this one I'm super interested in, this cacao and avocado smoothie, because it's zucchini, pumpkin seed, dates, avocado, cacao, coconut, pea protein, cacao nibs, Himalayan sea salt, and vanilla bean. That sounds really interesting. And I never put zucchini in smoothies. So part of my motivation of getting one of these was to see what their combinations are and what I'm missing in my own kitchen so that I can start making more interesting smoothies and smoothie packs here at home. And then I'm touching the thing that says don't touch because I can't read or follow instructions. That's true. So they have this thing to protect you from the dry ice, and you should read instructions better than I do. So that's it for the Daily Harvest unboxing. I'm gonna come back as I try some of these and let you know what I think. I'm back because I wanted to correct one thing that I said earlier. I didn't read all the way, which you're probably not surprised by, but it says we're fresh out of one of the cups and have swapped it with another favorite. This replacement is entirely on us and you've been credited for the blender. So that's pretty cool. They didn't have what I wanted, so they gave me something different and they gave me a credit for the thing they didn't have. I love that. That's great customer service. Here we're testing out today our first Daily Harvest smoothie. We wanted to test out this cacao and avocado smoothie live with you, show you how simple it is. So the directions are pretty simple. You basically fill up the cup that they send you. It comes frozen and it looks like this. And it has zucchini in it. Have you ever had zucchini in a smoothie? Me neither. Huh. Do you think it'll taste good? Only one way to find out, right?
Is to try it.
Yep. You don't have to like it, but you have to try it. So we are trying this Daily Harvest smoothie. And the cool thing about this is it comes in this nifty little cup that has a spot for a straw, so you can drink it right out of here. Isn't that cool?
Can I drink it?
You can. We're going to use one of our metal straws
What's our...
after we make this. Okay, so the instructions are to pick a base. We're using cashew milk because that's what we had. And we pour it until what? Let's read these instructions. Fill the cup to the top with liquid and toss it on the blender. Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. We're filling it to the top. I'm glad we're only making one smoothie. We don't have enough stuff. Okay, so we filled it up. Now we're supposed to put it in here.
Mom?
And then you can see that there's like a whole mixture in there that we've kept frozen. Let me show you what that looks like. This is a super powerful blender. It's a Vitamix, although I think it needs to be like sharpened or something. And so I'm a little bit surprised that it's taking longer than a minute to blend. And you may have seen that I added a little bit of extra cashew milk, which would be more than to the top. So maybe this isn't like a perfect formula like I was expecting from a smoothie company. So something I learned when working at Cold Stone is you know that your smoothie is done, or your milkshake in their case, because it kind of like folds in on itself like a hurricane. So that's what I was looking for, and it's not doing that quite yet. I'm gonna use my tamper to try and get this moving a little bit because I want that hurricane effect so that we have a really yummy, smooth smoothie, right?
Can I help you?
You wanna help? Okay. So the combination of the tamper and a little bit of extra liquid helped it, so maybe this thing isn't a perfect science like I said, but we have a nice, smooth, chocolate milkshake looking smoothie there, which I'm hoping the avocado makes it kind of milkshakey. Whoa, look at that. This is pretty smooth, huh? Nice and creamy. What do you think?
That's pretty smooth.
Pretty smooth.
Can I put the lid on?
Okay, so now we're putting back on the lid that it came with. And we're using one of our nifty reusable metal straws. We love these, huh? I think I get them from Restoration Hardware, which is super random, but Amazon sells them. All right, are you gonna test it first?
I didn't get it.
You didn't get any, let me get it started. It's a very thick smoothie.
Very kind of flat.
It's very kind of flat, okay. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not super sweet, and it still has a little bit of grittiness. I think that's from the, I was gonna say hemp seeds, but there aren't. Oh, it's from the cacao nibs, so they're still kind of crunchy in there. But it tastes super chocolatey, right?
Yeah.
And the dates make it a little chewy too. Just in case you're curious, the serving is half a package, which is a pet peeve of mine. Like, who's gonna drink half of this? What am I gonna do with the other half of smoothie that's not gonna be good anymore?
What does the zucchini taste like?
You can't even taste the zucchini. That's cool. We're gonna have to try and put zucchini in our own smoothies. So we're still deciding what we think about Daily Harvest. What do you think so far about the smoothie box company?
The chocolate one tastes better than the other one.
The chocolate one tastes better than the other one. Which other one did you try?
The other one that's in the cup.
Oh yeah, we have some other ones to try. A blueberry hemp one and some sort of sweet potato one, I think. So we'll let you know what we think as we go along, huh? I'm pouring some cashew milk into this container here because I want to tell you how much milk it takes to fill to the top, just so you can have the right amount on hand. Basically, their guidance is fill to the top of the cup with liquid of choice. So this is 1 cup going in. So it's just a little over 1 cup. Let's see exactly how much. And this is gonna vary smoothie by smoothie, but I love this technique of saying just fill this cup up, and you wouldn't normally even need to dirty anything else, which obviously makes it a quick, easy option, which is the whole reason you'd pay for it. So good business there. I'm pouring that into my Vitamix, although I missed a spot, of course, Amy. And then you're gonna hold on to this cup because your smoothie goes into it after. So a couple things to note from the making of that smoothie about these Daily Harvest smoothie cups. One, I have a Vitamix which is nice and strong, not as strong as it used to be, but strong nonetheless. And so if you had a less strong blender, I do think it would be a little bit tricky to get the nice smooth texture that you're looking for in smoothies, especially if you've paid $7 a cup and you want something that's the equivalent of somewhere like, say, Jamba Juice or your local smoothie place. So the Vitamix definitely helps. You saw that I needed to use the tamper to get things all mixed together. If you have a different sort of blender, you would just want to leave the lid on and take breaks between blending and give it a quick shake. I find that helps a lot. That was especially necessary when we made the soft serve, which I actually never got to blend completely based on their instructions. That is one thing that I found a little bit tricky about this. Honestly, I find the same thing when I make smoothies myself, but I guess I just assumed that when I paid $7 a cup that they would have done the engineering required to make sure that I got a nice smooth smoothie. So something to note when you're going into this. If you're really particular about texture, that might be something that bothers you. The other thing is, because there aren't bananas in every smoothie, like this one is blueberry, kale, spinach, figs, walnuts, hemp protein, and ginger. Bananas and or avocado are the thing that makes smoothies really smooth, because it's like creamy. In the case of avocados, fatty, but bananas are creamy and they get that like nice smooth texture when you blend them. They have a little bit more grittiness, although this one looks really nice and smooth. You can see this is actually like a really nice consistency of smoothie. I'm super excited about this one. So this blueberry kale spinach smoothie, they call it the blueberry hemp one, is really tasty. It definitely has a lot of ginger flavor, so if ginger isn't your jam, this one is not for you. But I really like it. It feels nutritious and like something I would really enjoy. Probably not something my kids would really enjoy, which I feel like is a balance that we're all trying to strike all the time, right? Like, what will I like? What will my kids like? And I'm here in my kitchen, smoothie in hand, to give you my mom's eye review of the Daily Harvest smoothie cup service. The way that Daily Harvest works is that you place an order online for a recurring delivery, and you can choose how often those come and how many packs you get per delivery. And it works out to about $6.99, I believe it is, per thing that you get, or at least that's what it was in my case. I got 2 deliveries of the Daily Harvest cups and have really enjoyed having them on hand for busy afternoons or early mornings, like when we were going to the airport. I made the overnight oats, and that was a really awesome option to take along that I could feel good about feeding me and the kids, and they really enjoyed it as well, which obviously is something that matters. So here are the things I liked about Daily Harvest. One, it's super easy in that it shows up at your front door, it's packed in dry ice, as you can see in my earlier review, and the only thing you need to do is unpack the box and put it in your freezer. I also really like that when you go to make their products, they are very, very easy to make. So it's as simple as either filling up the cup with liquid if you're making a smoothie, or following the instructions on the back, which are really clearly listed along with the ingredients, so that you can prepare your, say, activated breakfast or overnight oats ahead of time, throw those in the fridge, and have them ready for you in the morning. Easy peasy. I also love the nutrition of Daily Harvest. So one of the things that most appealed to me about this product is that there's no funky stuff in it. They really clearly list all of the ingredients that are in their products. Most of them are organic, so in the case of, say, this blueberry hemp smoothie, the walnuts aren't organic and the ginger isn't organic, but every other ingredient is. It's easy to understand what's in the product, and you also can easily customize what's in your product, say if you are dairy-free, by using a dairy-free alternative milk like almond milk, or I've been using cashew milk. So I love that customizable nature of it, and knowing that there's really awesome ingredients in it in the first place. Something else that I love about Daily Harvest is that my kids have really enjoyed it. So when I've been willing to share my smoothies, I have felt good about the ingredients that are in them. I don't worry too much about the things that they have sourced. And my kids have really liked the end result. The chocolate avocado smoothie was especially a hit with my 3-year-old. So on to the things that I wasn't as big of a fan of. I don't know about you guys, but being a busy mom, one of my challenges with subscription services is that they're really great when they're on autopilot and they keep showing up at your door and they're things that you need. An example of this would be something like Honest Company, which is a product I use, and the diapers show up when I need them, and I love that. The challenge I had with Daily Harvest is that you need to update your order by Saturday if you either want to put a pause on your order or if you want to update what you're receiving. And while you might not be pausing your order all that often if you've decided to use the service and you've set up the recurrence at the right point of time. I did find that I didn't necessarily want to get the same smoothie packs every week. And I had a snafu where my first week I didn't know that Saturday 6 p.m. Eastern time was the cutoff. So I went online and found out that it was 6 p.m. Eastern time, and I was super bummed because I was like, I wasn't planning to get another pack, and I certainly don't want the same things I've already gotten. There was no chat available, which I was a little bit surprised that there was no one on customer service. It was honestly like 5 p.m. Pacific on the day of the cutoff, so it felt a little bit wonky from a customer service perspective that there wasn't anyone that I could talk to update my order. I will say, in defense of Daily Harvest, that I emailed them and called them. I got a response on Sunday. They said they would make an exception so that I could update my order, which was so sweet. But then there was a cutoff time of when I needed to get back to them, and I wasn't able to get around to that. So I did get a pack of the same smoothie cups that I had gotten the week before. It didn't end up being a problem, and luckily I was fine with stocking my freezer with a few more. But if adding another to-do list to your plate is more stressful than just making some smoothies yourself, then that might make this service one that doesn't necessarily work for you. One other thing that I wasn't a huge fan of about Daily Harvest is I was really excited for their cookie dough soft serve. So the idea of this is it comes in a cup, it's all the ingredients to make soft serve. You use a lot less liquid than you would normally use. It's sweetened with dates and you throw that in your blender, which is an idea I absolutely love and want to recreate in my own kitchen. I was really excited about this, and I was sharing it with my mother-in-law, who was doing a sugar-free challenge. The challenge that I had is, while I loved all the ingredients in it and I really was a huge fan of the idea, I just could not get it to blend into like a smooth soft serve consistency without adding too much liquid. And I think part of that is the dates that are in it, but I guess I felt like if I was gonna pay $6.99 a cup for a product from a company of something that I could kind of easily make on my own in most cases, it wouldn't be as fancy, but I could make it, that I really wanted them to have it all figured out. Like, I wanted it to be perfect when it got into my cup. And some of the smoothies were hits and some were just not quite as large of hits. And so that's something I'd be aware of as well. So let me go ahead and wrap up by just giving you a rundown of the different criteria that I look at when I'm thinking about whether something is good for families or not. I have a goal of doing more of these reviews of awesome products that are out there from a family's perspective. And so I'm just gonna run down the list and let you know what I thought. When it comes to taste, I thought that the Daily Harvest smoothie cups were really delicious. I got what I thought I was getting. I didn't think that they were like amazing, and I thought they were milkshakes instead of smoothies, but hey, real life. And so I would go ahead and give Daily Harvest, out of 0 to 2 thumbs up, I would give them 1 thumb up for that. In terms of price, these come out to about $6.99 per cup. I think that depends on how many you order per week. I thought that that was a fair price, but it was more than I'd be willing to pay, especially for a kid's smoothie. And when I consider how little I can spend on smoothies that I make in my own home, the price for me was a 0 thumbs up. It was part of the reason that I wouldn't continue on with the Daily Harvest service unless we were doing something like, say, a kitchen remodel, or someone was watching the kids and I wanted to make sure they had something easy on hand. Someone being my husband, most likely. In terms of nutrition and quality of ingredients, I was really impressed with what Daily Harvest is doing in terms of the ingredients that they've sourced, and I would give that 2 thumbs up. Another perspective I'd like to look at from these delivery services is packaging, because it can be a real hang-up if you're getting a lot of packaging and you're trying to be green in your home. One of the cool things about Daily Harvest is that all of the packaging that they send you is recyclable, and I really appreciate that. I also really love that their smoothie cups that they send them in are like to-go cups that you can use when you're actually drinking your smoothie. I don't know why that seems innovative, but I thought that was really cool and contrast with some of the other services that I've tried out. So in terms of packaging, I would give Daily Harvest 2 thumbs up. As for ease of use, I'm kind of mixed on ease of use. When it comes to actually making the smoothies, I found the service really easy to use, and I appreciate that aspect of it. But when it came to actually ordering the product and making sure I kept my subscription up to date, I felt less enthused, even with the great customer service that they ended up showing. And I think especially for moms and busy families, adding one more thing to your plate that you need to constantly update is a little bit of a drawback. So I would go ahead and give Daily Harvest 1 thumb up when it comes to ease of use. And so overall, what do I think? Is Daily Harvest good for families? I'd have to say, well, it depends. It's not a surefire hit for me because of some of the drawbacks that I listed earlier. But if getting healthy food into your kids or yourself is a challenge and you find yourself constantly on the go and lacking ingredients to make basic things like nutritious smoothies, I do think Daily Harvest could be a great option to use every once in a while. And I'll share a link with you so that you can get started if that's something you're interested in.